money is always a good thing. Income is one thing, wealth is another, and then also family is another thing altogether. So those are kind of the things I was sort of hearing there, and particularly the family part. And so I would say that my biggest concern for you would be mental health and making sure that you're in a space where you can find your peace. You said you moved away from your family that's distracting you and kind of throwing you off. That's a great step. Also, I have just found, and y'all can tell me in the chat if you agree with this. I have just found that it's really hard to save grown-ups. It's really hard to save grown-ass people that don't want to listen. It's really hard. And what I've also found is that the same people that won't listen to any advice that you give them are the ones who are happy to drain you financially when they have a problem that was created because they never took your advice, right? So they don't want any of the responsibility for their own mistakes. They want to dump that on you. But then when you come in and try to help, they're like, I don't want to hear that, right? So that to me says, okay, well then I at that point I can only look in the mirror and say, boys, why do you keep trying to help somebody that doesn't want your help? And then also somebody that's draining you at the same time. It's really hard to do that. And I'm not saying walk away from loved ones. I just think you have to. I look at my life like it's a corporation, and everybody in my life has a role in the company. And some people just got to get demoted. I don't fire people that often. I just might demote you. And when I demote you, I don't even tell you. Right? You just won't hear from me as much as you did before because I found that you're toxic, or I found that you're distracting from the objective. And so what I like about you, Abel, is I like the fact that you're a good man. You're doing good things. You're working to improve yourself, and for that reason, you should be very proud of yourself. Um, your greatness is not defined by where you are, it's defined by where you're going, the direction, the trajectory you have every day. The fact that you wake up every day and you want to be a better man tells me that you're already a great man, because I don't look at what you are, I look at where you're going, right? And that's actually how stocks are valued, by the way. Stocks are not valued just by what they have or what they've done, they're valued by the trajectory. They look at earnings growth. What direction is this company headed? That's how they come up with a stock price. That's why you'll see some stocks that haven't made any money that are worth more than established companies, right? So be proud of that. Don't beat yourself up too much, but then also don't let other people beat you up. Now to so in terms of the mental health issue, my wife's website is coachingwithdralicia.com. She has she sees clients, she sees groups, things like that. So if the mental health, if we can help with that, that's her website, coachingwithdralicia.com. Feel free to reach out to her. Um, in addition to that, when you're talking, because I know Alicia talks a lot about boundaries and stuff like that. I'm big on boundaries too.